So good morning, and it's a very chilly Tuesday, January the 27th. This video will air tomorrow. And as you can see, we survived the storm. Cindy just got out of bed. She's drinking a cup of coffee. I've been up since 6:15 with the animals. When I took Chance for his morning walk this morning, it was 7 degrees. We are up to a balmy 17 now. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we've done absolutely nothing for the last 4 days but hunker down in our camper. Now, we have been going through propane like there's no tomorrow. I hooked up a 30-pound cylinder yesterday. Excuse me, the day before yesterday, and I got 2 days out of it. The heater is not running right now because we've got 2 space heaters inside the camper, and they do a good job when the sun is out because we get all the sunshine shining into the camper. Open all the blinds, and it stays 70 to 72 degrees in the camper without the heat running. Yesterday was by far the coldest day, and it ran a little bit in the morning. About 8:30, about the same time this morning, the heat cut off because the sun, the way it comes in through the front windshield, heated up the camper. But when the sun starts setting around 4:30 to 5 o'clock, that heater turns on. And last night, it literally ran from, let's just say 5:15 until 8:30 this morning. So what is that? 15, 16 hours that the propane heater ran non-stop. Now, I used the Mopica gauges on the cylinders, and the cylinder I hooked up 2 days ago is down to 8%. So that's one thing we got to do today, is we got to change that cylinder, and we've got to take it down to Tractor Supply and get it filled, which will cost me about $18, $19. Thought I'd show you one of the community ponds here at the campground. As you can see, it has a thin layer of ice across the top, except for right around the fountains. Normally this is full of ducks and geese. However, when I was walking Chance early this morning, the geese started circling. They were squawking because there was no landing strip in the pond because it was all iced over. I would say if you look at the sky behind me up in the top of the screen, that the worst of the storm is over. Now we're just getting hit with very, very cold temperatures for the next week. But we ended up getting some snow. Luckily it didn't stick. The first day we got nothing but cold weather. This storm lasted 4 days here in Blairsville. We got nothing. However, that's the only day we lost power. The batteries were charged up enough that we didn't have to try to crank the generator or do anything like that. I did use one of our power stations to run my computer just because it was there, and I didn't want to put any extra on the battery system in the camper. But so that's the only day we lost power. Day 2, we got sleet and ice on the ground, but luckily around 1 o'clock it got up to 37, 38 degrees, and it stayed that way for about 3 hours. All the ice melted. Day 3, woke up to very cold temperatures. All that ice that had melted did put put black ice on the roads. We did have ice in the campground. I was walking Chance. Some of the sidewalks were slippery. Then we got some snow that day. It snowed for about 3 hours, but we did not get any accumulation, which the Weather Channel and the local news was calling for this to be the worst storm to hit North Georgia in 50 years. We were very fortunate. It was not nearly as bad as we were told. So we're just having to deal with extreme cold now. We are completely out of the woodwork or out of the danger zone for any more bad weather. And we're very fortunate. If you look at the news, parts of Tennessee, my kids in upstate South Carolina, our campground in New Jersey just got hit horrible. And I don't know how we skated it. I was told, Blood Mountain is the mountain just down from here. We're in the Blue Ridge Mountain chain. Blood Mountain is one of the mountains here in the area. I'm told on the other side of Blood Mountain, somebody shared some pictures. I put them up in the community post here on YouTube. And they had snap trees, down power lines. That's not that far away. So yes, we got very fortunate. I don't know if it's recovered. If you look all the way through here, we're kind of down in a bowl, and there was some white caps on the mountains here yesterday. But I just think we got sheltered. Very fortunate. Last year they got a good bit of snow here from what I'm told. So we're happy for that. So what are we going to do today? Because we haven't done anything in a few days. We're stir crazy. We've been locked in the camper. I got to find a 40-pound propane cylinder. I called Home Depot. They didn't have any. I called Lowe's. They didn't have any. I called Tractor Supply. They didn't have any. There's a feed store not far from here, and we're going to go by there and see if they have a 40-pounder. I really want more propane capacity at the rate we go through these bottles, and we are leaving here Sunday to go see my parents while my parents have some doctor's appointments and other engagements they have to take care of, and we're going to go stay down there with them for 5 or 6 days. So I really want another propane tank. Everywhere's sold out. I should have gotten it before the storm, but I didn't think about it. I really didn't realize how much propane we were going to go through. So I looked on Amazon to order one, but it wouldn't be here till the 2nd, which I believe is next Tuesday, which means we'll already be down there. So hopefully we'll find one of those. We gotta go to the post office. I got some postcards for our members to mail, and we sold a sticker. If you want a Sharing the Journey sticker, you can get that on Buy Me a Coffee in the store. So we got to go mail one of those. And while I'm speaking to members, I would invite you to be a member. You can become a member for as little as 99 cents a month. And we would love to have you part of the membership family. If you pay $19.99 a month, you can get a postcard from us every month wherever we are. And since we haven't been out of the camper much, I thought I would see, since we're done with all the bad weather, it's just cold, see if Cindy wanted to go out to brunch, go up to Cook's it's downtown. It's a nice little country restaurant. But we did have some damage here at the campground. The hot tub, the impeller exploded, and then the motor shattered. I don't know if it froze, if they turned off the heat, or what happened. And then our beautiful fountain right here, it froze over, and I guess they didn't turn off the pump, so they ended up having to drain it. And you still see it's got icicles hanging down, and then the water that is in there is frozen. So I think they got to put a new pump on that so that can start working again. But I guess it froze up and they didn't turn the pump off or didn't drain it or winterize it or whatever. And so that's the only damage I know here in the campground. We'll go see if Cindy's done with her coffee. We gotta take the trash. We gotta go to the post office, deliver the postcards and the sticker we sold. And then I want to see if I can find a 40-pound propane tank locally. If not, I'll go ahead and order it off Amazon, even though it won't be here in time. And see about going to dinner. Oh, we got a call yesterday afternoon. Our shed will be delivered this Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've got to go get 8 blocks to put it on and some hurricane straps. So we're going to do that too at Home Depot. So we invite you to come along with us today, and we'll see what we can get done. So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're fixing to run down to start our errands. It's 34 degrees outside. I am going to swap these propane cylinders. Let me close this one. I like to put my thumb over the hole to keep what gas is in the line from leaking out. That way I don't have to re-prime the hose. Let me turn this one on. Cylinder has been changed. So if you look at the Mopica, tank 1 says it's at 17%. That's the one I just turned off. And tank 2 is at 100%. So yesterday when I ended up checking the tanks before the afternoon burn, so to speak, so before it turned on full blast, that tank was at 54%. So there's no way that tank will make it another day. So I'll go ahead and fill it at 17%. That one's at 100%, so hopefully I'll get 2 days out of that tank. The other thing we got to do is, you can see, I have not left the camper. I've just been throwing the trash out the door. So that's 3 or 4 days worth of trash. I got to take that and haul it on down to the trash compactor. So I got the trash. Cindy goes, well, dang, we got on the roof too. Yep. So we got it on the roof too. And then
spilt on my floor mat.
And then we got the propane back here. I think it's from all the rain.
How would there be water on my floor mat?
I don't know, because the towel was wet too that was on the floor.
Okay, well this is frozen slick ice.
So see, it's cold. So was your door not closed all the way?
No, I think it was, but this is
Well, pull it out and beat it on the ground.
It's not just pulling out. You want me to get a good shot of your rear end?
That's what everybody wants to see. That's the money shot.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now? I can't even see what I'm filming.
Oh, wow. It's all on the carpet too.
Look, well, let's show the ice cracking.
But it's underneath the mat too. So this door,
Into the floor?
yeah, so the door must not have been closed all the way, or it leaked through the roof with all that rain we had.
Oh, wonderful. Like the Beverly Hillbilly. With all this trash stuff everywhere. I went to get in the car and my foot slid on the ice.
So this is solid underneath it too. No.
And your side's fine.
Oh yeah, my side's fine because I roll my windows up.
My windows rolled up. Don't break my mat.
I'm trying to get the ice out of it so you can at least. Okay. We'll have to figure out what to do.
Well, we got to figure out what's going on.
Yep. All right. Let's go get propane. So first stop was Freeman's Propane. They sell fireplaces and stuff, but they do not sell propane cylinders. No 40-pound cylinder here. I'm trying to think of how the rain got in here. It was raining so hard day before yesterday. The rain was blowing sideways. So I wonder if maybe one of the doors wasn't shut all the way and it leaked in, because I don't hear any whistling noise going down the road from what could be a leak. I don't know. Perplexed. All right, we're at the feed store. We're gonna run in here and see if they have a 40-gallon propane tank for sale. So they're all out of 40-pound propane cylinders. Great store though. $19.02. Took 6 gallons, so I had 1.4 gallons left. So we're headed into Home Depot. We've got to get 8 cinder blocks to put underneath the shed when it's delivered. I gotta get 4 tie downs. Now the people at Tractor Supply said they were supposed to get 40-pound propane cylinders in today, but that the truck couldn't make it over the mountain. And so,
One of these small.
yes, let's get one of these small things. And so they said hopefully tomorrow or the next day they'll have the 40-pound propane cylinders, which makes me feel better. So we'll do that. So I toured the entire store only to find out that all their blocks are outside. So we're out here. I'm either going to get these right here that are $10 a piece, or these right here, which are $3 or $2.51, or a regular cinder block. I don't know what to get. So we decided on the 8x8 to get it the highest off the ground. Total spent $19.82. We load them in the car. All right, so we're gonna go to Leonard, which is lunch dinner, and we're gonna go here to Cook's Kitchen. Nice looking out over the mountains. So they have both a hot bar and you can order off of the menu. I think I might get the hot bar. Cindy's gonna get the menu. They have a soft serve ice cream and a salad bar here. The restaurant's really cute. We'd like to come here.
So it wasn't just
So I've started off with a salad. Cindy's getting a burger with fries. So Cindy got the 8-inch cheeseburger with bacon and French fries and good old Southern sweet tea. Right?
yes, we hadn't had sweet tea in a while.
Okay. So I got meatloaf, fried okra, green beans, and broccoli casserole. Yum. The restaurant is kind of like a mini Cracker Barrel. They have a little gift shop area up front. I think Cindy's going to get a couple of these hair bows.
You know, I used to try to get my kids to wear those all.
Good luck with that.
I tried.
They have a front porch with rocking chairs. Now I think we got to run down to Ingles. Not sure if I showed y'all what the back of the car looks like, but she's full up. And while we were in the restaurant, the shed people called, and they're bringing the shed tomorrow instead of Friday between 8:30 and 9:30. So it's a good thing we went and got those blocks.
Yes, but we don't need the tie downs while they're delivering it, right?
No.
Okay, so we still got time to do that.
Yeah, they couldn't. The people at at Home Depot were very unhelpful. They didn't have a clue.
They weren't knowledgeable about what we were talking about.
No, but they were very knowledgeable at leaning and standing.
Yeah, they had
A ton of people.
Unlike most stores, they had plenty of help.
Yeah, they were all just kind of leaning up against counters. But
they didn't have anything to do.
No.
But they had plenty of employees to do it if they did.
And they had all the self-serve counters open too.
Yes.
So we took the mats out. Cindy's got the vacuum. All right, so look at all that water. Cindy's got the wet dry vac. And we got the back and the front out. Sucking up all that water. I have no idea how that much water got in this Jeep. Do you, Mama?
No, we got to figure it out, though.
So now Cindy's got the hair dryer. She's got it all vacuumed up. She's got a little earmuffs on, and she cute. But there's still ice on
Well, that's what I'm doing with the hair dryer. I'm trying to melt the ice.
And there's ice over there on that wall.
So I can vacuum it up. For what not to do.
Right? Do not have a clue how that happened. So we're excited. The sun's going down. The day has just disappeared from us. I got to move this picnic table and the grill and stuff. The wind keeps blowing the bikes over. I'll be glad tomorrow those can go back in the shop. And then I've got the cinder blocks out here. We'll line them up there tomorrow. And I just got to cover the propane tank. I was going to check the Mopica and make sure they both show full. Yep, they both show 100%. So that's good. I know it doesn't look like it because this camera does such a good job, but it is starting to get dark. It is below freezing again. We've had the heater on in the car. Cindy brought oh yeah, that's good and dry. That's all dry. She was able to melt all the ice down here on the floorboard. She vacuumed it all up with the Stanley wet vac. Now there's no heat blowing back here. This one's a little bit damp, but not much. So what I'll do is I'll get these floor mats and I will stick them right over here on this seat, and then I will put up the shop vac. And we will call it a day. Sometimes these vlogs are more exciting than other days. Today was just a lot of running around. Next week you get to see our new shed though. So stay tuned for that. And travel safe. And we'll film the shed before we leave. And then our next vlog is headed down to Bluffton Hilton Head so we can get my dad set up for his operation and try to find my mom a doctor. So we're going to be down in South Carolina for 4 days. We're leaving Sunday and we'll be back the following Friday. And then that weekend my son's coming up and we're going to wire the shed up to electricity. So you got some stuff to look forward to. We'll talk to you next time. See you down the road.